We got to have a serious conversation because for the first time, it feels like EA has made a pretty decent FC game, aka FIFA, in at least a long time. When you look at FC25, 24, terrible games. This game, actually playable. But for some reason, it feels like, at least when it comes to the market, that the game is heavily dying. And it feels like within a month, people might not be playing this game. And I want to talk to you guys as we enter back to my road to glory, because this is the best place for me to explain to you how I'm feeling about the game right now. When it comes to gameplay and stuff, there's a lot of things that are amazing, and the game is a lot more fun than it was last year. But when it comes to actually grinding the game, this is where we have a little bit of a problem, because the market is in a place that's the worst we've ever seen in any FIFA. YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to the Road for Champions RTG edition, where we discuss why I feel like the game might be dying, and it might be dead within a month. And it's very, very sad. Now, the biggest problem with the whole thing, and I want you guys to understand that this, in my opinion, is what the biggest problem is. And I keep putting this on social media, but I don't think people understand what I'm saying. See, when you look at all these packs, it's not the volume of packs that are up here. I could care less about that. It's the volume of untradeable packs that are up here. Because listen, I open packs on my Rich Man to Glory. I don't really post a lot of pay to win account because I enjoy the grind of the game and the road to glory. I enjoy teaching people and showing people how to get to good teams without spending money. That's what I enjoy doing. Now, I play my big account and I open packs, and I can tell you right now, I packed a Maradona and a Drogba, and they all came from untradeable packs. I have not packed anything good tradable. I have not made over 300K on a tradable card, okay? So when you're opening packs, the tradables don't give out. The untradables give out. Now, to a lot of people, they'll be like, oh, Skills, that's not a big deal. That's not affecting the market. It is affecting the market because I packed Maradona, which means I will never, ever, ever, ever go pick up another cam. I'll never again need Vorts. I'll never again need another cam because I have one of the best cams in the game. Now you're saying, well, Skills, you got lucky, and I agree with you. I did get lucky, but let's have the same conversation on my road to glory. I went out this week and I bought Frankie de Jong for 205,000 coins. And all I did was play the weekend league. I only have 17 games with Frankie de Jong. In those 17 games, he is now down to 165K. I lost 40,000 coins in 17 games. Now, you're never going to make that back in the weekend league unless you get very, very lucky. And you're never going to make that back in rivals unless you get very, very lucky. And I'm in the rival elite division, right? So now you're in the top divisions. You're getting the best finishes in the game, 14-1, 13-2, yet you still lost 40K. Right? Now, here's where I think the problem is. Now, I love that things are affordable. I do, because as a road to glory, we want to be able to achieve the best cards in the game. But I also understand achieving the best cards in the game means that people are going to quit much faster. Because if you have the best team in the game, what are you going to play rivals for? The rewards won't mean nothing to you. What are you going to play weekend league for? The rewards won't mean nothing to you. Because if you have the best team in the game already, then you don't really need to play the game because you have the best players already. Unless you're just trying to beat your PR, your personal record of your best finish. Besides that, what are you going to play for, right? So my thing is this. I opened my rival rewards recently. Weekend league rewards. And I packed Mo Salah untradeable. Now you're thinking to yourself, sick. And it is sick. I got Mo Salah. Now, what's the chances of me ever going over here and checking out Lamine Yamal? Like, what's the chances of my account, unless I absolutely hate Mo Salah, what's the chances of me going to buy Lamine Yamal? Well, the chances of me ever going to buy Lamine Yamal again is extremely low, maybe even zero. Because as long as Mo Salah's good, I'll never need a right mid unless it's a promo card or an icon. So I'm one person that will never be on the market for a right mid again. You get me? So that's already a whole person off the market for right mids. So when there's not as many people searching for certain positions, it's going to come down because there's not going to be as much demand for certain cards. We saw Pina's price rise so high because there was a high demand for her and she was off the market for a little bit. So she kind of just flew up in price. So what I'm trying to get at here is this. Think about it like this. If everybody was handed a Ferrari, one of the best cars in the world, right? Zoom, zoom. We're probably not going to go back to the dealership ever because we have a Ferrari. We don't need a new car. The thing is, we might need a car to drive to work. So we'll go buy like a 20K, 30K car, maybe even cheaper, just so we could drive it to work. But our Ferrari is stashed away so we could drive on the weekends. Our Ferrari is our bad boy that's never leaving. It's our pride and joy. So when there's not as many people searching for the big cards, the value doesn't stay as high. Now Ferraris would come down in price because there's nobody to buy them. So we keep giving out untradeable and untradeable and untradeable. It means that there's less people searching on the market. And because of how scary the market is right now, with my 173,000 coins, I could sell one player right now, y'all. And once I sell that one player, I could potentially go buy what I think is probably the second best striker, gold, by the way, in the game behind Mbappe. If I just sell one card, I can already afford Wilson. And I could throw Wilson into my road to glory. Now, I want you guys to understand, coming back from the FIFA 17, 18, 19 days, bro, on a road to glory, you played with players like Wilcott and Sterling and low-rated cards, Mo Salah before he was Mo Salah in his Roma days. You played with low-rating cards. You didn't play with the high cards. And I want to play with the high cards, so I like it. But there needs to be a healthy balance. Because if I buy Wilson right now, y'all, and I lose 40K, but I go into the weekend league and I'm 40-0, if I don't hit something worth more than 100K or 200K, the chances are I'm gonna lose my coins and the weekend league is gonna be a bust for me. So I'm not gonna be able to make my coins back. So that's where I think the problem lies right now, that there's too much untradeable in the game. So for the poor man road to glory accounts like mine, it's hard to make coins, right? But you don't really need a lot of coins to afford the cards, right? And because most time when you pack something, it's probably going to be untradeable. Let me know what your best pack is. It probably, your best pool might have been untradeable. Maybe you did get a tradable. Maybe you were very lucky, but a lot of people are pulling untradables. And I think it really just comes down to this store, bro. And I know a lot of people complain about how many packs are in store, and I could agree with you, but I don't think it's that. I think it's more the amount of untradables that are in this game, because people used to let packs fly during Black Friday, Thanksgiving time, right? That's the biggest promo. That was the big promo back in the day. It was the first big promo, and everybody would spam packs and the market would dip a lot, facts. But the good cards held a value. The good cards were still extremely high. And it feels like in this game, not even the good cards are holding value. And it's just because there's so many people packing, like for example, lads, let me break it down for you. On my Rich to Glory, if I pull that up for you right now, I have an untradeable Maradona, untradeable Drogba, untradeable Maradona, untradeable VVD, untradeable Nuno Mendes. Half of my team is untradeable because I've opened the untradeable packs every day when they come out. So I go open the untradeable packs, and now all of a sudden I'm somebody that doesn't need to go to the market. And that's why I'm trying to explain to you, the people that are spending money are never going to the market again because they're packing everything untradeable. All the gold cards, they're getting them untradeable. And now they have them untradeable, they don't need to go to the market. And if they don't need to go to the market, the people spending the money to get coins, just spending the money here to get coins, when you pack your Wilson from Weekend League rewards, the price is gonna be lower because the people with the big money don't go buy cards because they have the cards. And that, I think, is the problem. And then for Road to Glories, we can't open up, so these untradeable packs don't benefit us at all. So it's this unhealthy balance where the rich people that are spending money are getting everything untradeable and never going to the market, which is hurting the poor man Road to Glories, because when we pack something, it doesn't sell for nothing. So it's just this really, really unhealthy balance. Bro, if people want to spend money on the game, let them spend money on the game, but stop with the tradables, because the untradables are killing the market. Because again, these rich man and glories and the pay to win accounts aren't buying players. So now guess who's selling cards? Me and you, the poor people, the people trying to make their account big by just playing the game. We're the only ones selling cards. We're the only ones trying to buy cards and sell cards because the other people that are spending money are packing everything here. And then on top of that, because they've opened so much of this untradeable, when it's time to go do an SBC, guess what? They have everything untradeable. So now they're completing SBCs without having to go to the market and buy stuff for the market to complete their SBCs. Most SBCs I've done on my Rich Man and Glory, I haven't spent one penny, right? I've just used my tradables, my storage. So that, I think, is where the biggest problem lies, is that the rich people are spending money on the game. The rich accounts I'm talking about, they're spending money on the game, and it's fine if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, but they're getting untradables, and it's completely defeating the purpose of a market and messing up the economy of this game because they're getting everything untradeable. Again, they keep getting all these untradeable Ferraris. They're never going to go back to the market to buy a Ferrari. So when we finally hit a Ferrari from our rewards, guess what? That Ferrari doesn't sell because all the rich people already got the untradeable Ferraris. You get where I'm coming from? I don't know if I'm making any sense, but it low-key makes me rage, bro, because I'm sitting here on Monday thinking about wanting to upgrade my team, and I'm terrified because everything I've done, I've lost. And I know you guys feel the exact same way, bro. Check this out, man. I bought VVD for 148K, and now VVD is under 100K. Under 100K. I've played 22 games with him. Lads, I've lost 60K for playing 22 games of FC. That's just crazy. That doesn't even make sense. Here, I paid 22. I played 22 games with Frimpong, 31. I paid 31K. Brothers at 19,000 coins. I've lost money on every single card except for Pina. And I could have sold Pina really high, bro. I bought her at 17K. I could have sold that 70. I didn't because I just want to play the game. She's the only card I'm making money on, right? So I really want people to think about that. This is not a thing of me, you know, oh, I want this to be blah, blah, blah. No, bro, I want this to benefit the rich to glories, bro. But I know that if all these untradables are in stores and all these rich people are opening untradables and getting all these cards untradeable, we're gonna have nobody to sell to except for me and you. And guess what? Me and you can't afford cards. So at the end of the day, it's cool that we can get the cards and play with them. The problem is there's no point because rival rewards are so bad and weekend league rewards are so bad that we're not making no money because everything's untradeable. If the rewards were tradable, then at least we could discard stuff and our coins would come up a little bit. But everything is untradeable, bro. And untradable is just not going to make us money or get us to where we need to be. So that's why I feel like this game is in a super, super, super unhealthy place, bro. Because again, the rich people can open untradable and build teams through untradable, while the rich man, the poor man, Road to Glory guys have to play the weekend league and hope they hit something untradable. So I just hate it, and I hope EA can really figure this out. I think that there's a way to fix this, and the way to fix it is less untradeable packs, bro. Less untradeable packs, and see what it does to the market. Because like I said, bro, it's too many people with untradeable cards. I will never go buy another right mid. Think about that. I have Mo Salah, bro. Unless I can make an upgrade in a promo card, or unless I want to make the series fun, or I want to just use OP cards like Rodman that's cheaper, I'm never going to go buy somebody more than Salah. It's just not going to happen. How much does Salah go for? Crazy money. I'm not going to go buy nobody. So because I got lucky with Salah, I'll never go buy this position again. So any right, you could take me, I'm off the market, bro. I'm not going to ever go buy a right mid. And that just takes away so much. And again, my account's won, your account's won. And you know, we don't think about this. All the people that have packed an untradeable Mbappe, there's not a lot, but it's enough, right? And if you were somebody that did pack one, like think about the pro players, right? Let's say they got a 2 million coin Mbappe and then they open untradeable because they can spend money, and now they get an untradeable Mbappe. Guess what? That's a 2 million coin card going back on the market without enough people to buy it. So that price is gonna have to dip. It's gonna have to continue to dip because there's so many untradeable cards that the prices have to dip because there's not enough people buying cards. That's where I think the biggest problem lies. So I hope I'm making sense with this video and y'all kind of get where I'm coming from. You can't have this much untradeable stuff in the game for the market to survive, bro. And I know traders are loving it right now because like, yo, I could trade so much and make so many coins. I get it, bro, but what are you making coins for? Like, you're gonna make all that coins, buy a team, go into the weekend league, lose your coins, not even get good rewards. Like, it's not a healthy balance to the video games economy and it being in a good place. The market's always been one of EA's strong suits. It's always been what kind of pushed the game forward. But if the market's in the floor like this in week 2, what's it gonna look like in 2 months down the line? Right? They've done pretty good holding the power curve. They've done pretty good with the gameplay. I think there's still things that need to be balanced. I can make a whole video on that if you guys really want me to. So I think they've done good bits and pieces. But at the end of the day, if the market's not a strong market, the game is not a strong game. It has to be a strong market for the game to survive, because you got to give people something to want to grind for and get to and go for and get and be happy about. You look at most promo cards that come out and lads, they're just in the mud. Team of the week feels completely irrelevant. Those cards are discard, 12K. You got hero cards at 80K already. I mean, it just doesn't really feel, this card right here, Olise, I think Olise is one of the best cards in the game. Like, incredible card, lads. Incredible, incredible card. I bought him on my main account for like 300 something K. He's already in the 2s. and he's just a broken card. So that's where I'm just trying to come from, bro. I think there needs to be a healthy balance. Again, as a Road to Glory, I want to be able to afford the big cards, and I want to get there. I do want to get there. But getting there by paying 40K for a big card, it's not going to be sustainable, and you're not going to have fun for the whole year because you're going to get to the big cards too quickly. And if you get to the big cards too quickly, the game is not going to feel fun for you, man. So please let me know how you guys feel in the comments down below. I'm with everybody, bro. I want the game to be us to be able to get cards. I do, but there needs to be a healthy balance. Rewards need to be better and stop being untradeable. And so many untradeable store packs is killing the market massively because there's too many cards going back on the market and being replaced by untradeable on people's teams, and they'll never go search for a card again. And that is killing the market slowly, man. So let me know how you guys feel, actually fastly. I appreciate you guys watching. Big thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell on. I love your faces. Thank y'all for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Booyah, baby. We out of here.